Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Kai X Limitless, and we back with another one. And it looks like, man, Kendrick went back to back on Drake, and on Euphoria, Kendrick did say that he liked the record back to back. And he said there's a reason why he liked that record. And Kendrick is strategic like that. He already knew he had another one lined up. So Kendrick drops another record early this morning called 616 in LA. And of course, there's many things in this song to really look into. But the two main things is he disses DJ Akademiks and he exposes Drake's team, right? Okay, so here's some of the best lines, right? He says, "Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Everyone inside of your team is whispering that you deserve it." So Kendrick says that he's got people in OVO that's been secretly rooting for Kendrick to win this beef. And Kendrick alludes to that his own team has been extorting him, right? And he says that if you were street smart, you would have caught your entourage is only to hustle you. 100 guys that you got on salary and 20 of them want you as the casualty. It's time to look around and see who's really around you. One of these Kendrick bars, they hold so much weight because even think back to the Pusha T beef, right? How does Drake enemies know so much about what's going on behind the scenes of Drake's life? Because how was Pusha T the only person in the world that knew that Drake had a kid? Then Kendrick talks about Drake paying money trying to dig up some dirt on Kendrick. Says it was funny until you start putting money in the streets. Then you lost money because they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. So Kendrick is saying, he wasted all his money doing all this crazy research, trying to pull, to try to pull something over Kendrick, right? Because I think that would give Drake a big instant leg up if he can prove that, Kendrick has a certain vice, right? Or Kendrick has something that he's been hiding for all these years and he's supposed to be this big Mr. Morale guy and everything like that. Drake can do a lot of damage by, exposing Kendrick for, having certain flaws that he's, hiding and coming to the world with this whole Jesus persona and everything else, wearing thorns and crown thorns on his head and stuff. Kendrick saying, there is no skeletons in his closet and he lives a very peaceful life. And Kendrick has a bar for DJ Akademiks. He says, "Somebody lying, I could see the vibes on Ak. He even looked compromised. Let the layers peel back." I said this previously that, Ak wasn't calling the battle fairly, right? Of course, he wants Drake to win as your favorite artist. But if you're somebody in the media game, you got to cover this thing fairly. And Akademiks is one of the biggest voices, or probably the biggest voice in hip hop right now. So Kendrick is saying that DJ Akademiks' love for Drake is compromising his whole platform, right? Because, there is some people who want an objective take on what's going on. And that's who Ak used to be, right? Even like Charlemagne. Charlemagne used to speak his mind and be very controversial with his takes, because he's talking from what he really believes versus his industry relationships, swaying his opinions, or, okay, I don't want to talk about this person because we have a relationship. When you usually would go in on this person, or you usually would criticize certain moves, but you're not going to do that because you rock with that person, right? So, of course, there's going to be some bias there when you have a personal relationship with certain artists. So let me know what you think in the comment box. What do y'all think about this second diss? And Drake's got a lot to respond to. And Drake has a tall task right here, because not only does he have to respond to all these things Kendrick is saying, he also has to come up with an angle to, come at Kendrick with, right? And I think one of Kendrick's major flaws that Drake can really attack on is that Kendrick portrays himself as this holy character and this whole Mr. Morale kind of guy, right? If Drake can even pull up any vice, like Kendrick has a gambling addiction, right? Anything like that could kind of tamper with his perception that Kendrick is this perfect, holy guy, right? So let me know what y'all think in the comment box, what y'all feel about this second diss. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Like the video, subscribe, and we gone.